Hey, it's your local market expert. Welcome to Covington. We're taking a little stroll through the town square, checking out the scenery, about to head over to Mystic Grill. I'm sure you've heard of that, right? Uh, anyway, just wanted to let you know we're going to do a market update on Newton County, and we're going to be focusing on Porterdale, Covington, and Oxford. There are 5 key factors that we're going to discuss that go into making a market report. Number 1 is the inventory, and that's the active sales in the area minus the pendings and the contingents. And the contingents are people that have to actually sell a house to buy another house, but they're under contract. The other part is the supply and demand. How many houses are out there versus how many buyers are out there? And we're going to discuss how many months demand there is. The other part is the median sales price. The median sales price is the exact middle of the highest and lowest homes on the market. And then the other thing is days on market. How many days is it taking for these houses to sell during these market conditions? The other part is closed sales, and that is how many homes have closed this month compared to last month or compared to last year the same time of month. And lastly, we're going to discuss interest rates. How are interest rates playing a role in the market currently? Are the buyers staying on the sideline because of how high the rates are? Are the sellers staying in their house because of the lowest rate that they've got locked?
All right, the first thing we're going to discuss is the total listings taken at the end of July, which there was 185 in 23, and in 2022 there was 261. As you can tell, we have definitely decreased in listing volume month over month. The total active listings in Newton County was 499 at the end of July compared to 526 in 2022. So they're still lagging a little bit behind, but not as far as some of the other counties in the area. All right, one of the larger cities in Newton County is Covington, and their new listings in July was 159. So you can see that most of the listings in Newton County come from Covington. Also, if you look at the total active listings at 441 at the end of July, it's the same thing. So what we're seeing is that most of the active listings are in Covington, which is one of the largest cities of Newton County. In Oxford, they had 17 new listings in July. That is 5 short from what they had in 2022. So we see month over month that the listings are still less than they were last year. And that has to do with a lot with the interest rates, which we'll go over. If we look at Oxford's total for the month of July, it was 45 total listings, which was actually only 3 short from last year. So we're not seeing a huge difference in Oxford. Oxford also is one of the larger sales prices in Newton County. All right, we're going to discuss Porterdale, which is one of the smaller cities in Newton County. As you can tell, they were lagging behind on listings all the way up until July, where they had 5, and that was 2 off from last year, or 2 more than last year. And real quick, their total listings ended up being 8 versus 12 from last year. All right, we're going to go over the list price and sold price medians real quick for Newton County. As you can tell, the list price in 2022 median was 307, and this year it's 332. So we've seen an increase of 8.3%. And when you come down to the sold median price, last year it was 297, and now it's 300. And so that's almost up a full percent. As I mentioned earlier, Oxford is showing a very high median sales price. So even though it was 374 last year and it's 370 this year, it is selling at a higher level this year compared to some of the other areas in Newton County. I just wanted to point that out to you. And also you can see that the median list price has gone up from $399 to $415. So this area has definitely shown some growth over the year. Newton County did see the average days on market increase this year compared to last year. As you can tell, in July, Average days is 44 compared to 25. Uh, and also in June, there was a huge increase. There was average days 54 compared to 24. So we have seen that increase over this year, and we believe that it'll continue throughout the rest of the year. Newton County has seen their closed sales drop tremendously this year compared to last year, and that's due to the difference in listing volume. You can see that the closed units have increased over the year up until this summer, which is where we saw a big jump in our interest rates. But compared to last year, you can see in July there was 118 houses sold in 2023 versus 179 in 2022. All right, let's dive into the mortgage rates. So what we have seen over the past few years is the rate gradually going up. This right here is showing that at a 7.24 at the end of last year, and now we are at the highest rate in the past 10 years at 7.49%. Right there is what I was talking about earlier, why we're seeing a gradual decline in listings of homes. Sellers are more concerned about what rate they locked in and what they can get now when they're buying a house. We're going to kind of go over that with a mortgage calculator and show you, what the rate does to your loan, and also what the value of that can change as far as if you end up with a mortgage where you can get a buy down for the first couple years. So that way you can show the affordability until the rates do go down. We have heard reports where they might go down in 2024. If that happens, what you could do is buy now and then refi at the end of 2024 or maybe in 2025, and then still take advantage of the low price on houses. I know that's kind of crazy to say that. However, all the reports that I've seen are showing that home values will increase over the next year. So that means that if you wait, you're going to be paying more for the house, and the rate could go down, but we don't know. So there's a chance that you're taking on that. So it might be beneficial to take advantage of purchasing at this price and then doing some type of rate buy down now and then refinancing later. One of the great things that we have on our website at eastgeorgiahomes.com is our mortgage calculator. And it's like what I was talking about earlier. You can punch in your home sale price, which I'm going to use the average for Gwinnett County, which is at $448,000. And if you did a down payment of 20% and the rate that you ended up with was the 7.49, hopefully you'll be able to get something lower. And the tax is at $5,000. I just set a general tax and then I put an insurance at $2,000. Your mortgage payment would be roughly at $3,044 a month. Now, what I was talking about earlier was options to reduce your interest rate for 2 years and then refinance when the rates did go down. So if you did that, it's called a 2-1 buy down. So what your first year, instead of 7, it would be 5.49, and that would end up being 25.73. So that's a huge savings per month over your first year on the mortgage. And like I said, if the rates do go down in 2024, it would definitely make sense to refinance at a different rate and lock that in. However, if 2024 does not see interest rates going down, then in 2025, your interest rate would go to 6.49, and that comes out to 28.03. You're still at a huge savings.
Hey, thanks for taking this walk with me through Newton County's market report. I hope you found some valuable information before you make a decision on moving into Newton County or moving out of Newton County. And if we can ever assist you in any way, please give us a call at 770-833-5965, or you can always go to our website and check out your home value at eastgeorgiahomes.com or eastgahomes.com. I really hope you enjoyed this report, and I can't wait to see you the next time.